Hello, welcome back to another episode of Mentor Me TV. And today's a little special. It's a little special because not necessarily that today is sort of like a special day, but just because I was thinking about something special. And I was thinking about how I even got into this business, how I just started to, decided that try to figure out what my passion was. How did I come up and discover what my passion is? And that's sort of what I want to talk to you about, because I know there's a lot of people out there that's just trying to figure out, okay, well, what can I do? Am I really passionate about this? Do I really want to spend my life doing this? Or, I'm sort of interested in this, but I don't really know if it's my passion. I don't really know if it's something that I care about, because there's many people, and we both know people who work in certain jobs for years and years, but they hate it, right? They wake up on Monday and it's like, oh, I can't wait till the weekend. I can't wait till the weekend come back, right? TGIF, we all hear it all the time. But we also know that there's other people who are living their true passion, as they're living their dreams, and they going full-fledged and they not looking back. But how do you really determine what your passion is? How do you really determine what you should really spend your time doing, whether it is a business or whether you just want to spend time, whether it's traveling or whatever the case is? How do you really know what you're interested in, and you should spend your time, your energy, and your attention doing? And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So now, like I said, this conversation started because it was me just thinking about my own journey, my own story. And if you're not familiar with me, I'm just a kid from the Bronx, New York. I grew up as a kid just trying to figure things out. The environment that I came from was the best environment, didn't promote college. I grew up around, crackheads, drug addicts, cocaine heads. I grew up, gangs, fighting, murder, everything that you could think of, right? Not an environment that says, hey kid, here, you should go to college. But, I was blessed enough to be able to have somebody inspire me, one of my family members that decided to go to college, and it put the light bulb in my head like, oh, maybe college is not a bad thing. So I took that leap of faith and said, all right, I'm gonna go. But I came to college looking around like a tourist, like I don't know what is going on right now. I'm seeing people with all the same colors on, throwing up signs, and I'm like, what is going on, right? It's because to me, coming from that environment, what does that look like? That look like gangs, right? But little did I know, I'm looking at fraternities, sororities, organizations. So that just goes to show, okay, this is the mentality that I sort of had when I came here. But when I came to college, it was like, I was focused on everything but what I should have been focused on. I was focused on the girls, right? I'm focused on drinking. I'm focused on smoking, partying, everything that I'm not supposed to be focused on. I'm focused on, right? So which I could have done a lot better had I had my time a little bit more, I focused on the things that I should have been paying attention to. But nonetheless, it was a situation where I'm just going through the motions, right? I'm just here, just figuring it out. All right, I'm out the environment that I'm out of, but I don't really know what to do. I know I'm supposed to be here and do something with school, right? But there was a change in my life, like a pivotal moment. And this pivotal moment for me was critical because it changed the direction of my life. It changed the path of my life. And it helped me really figure out what I'm passionate about, what I'm excited about. So I remember I had a friend approach me one day like, Terrell, you want to make some extra money? I'm like, of course, right? I'm a broke college student, pull my pockets inside out. So he's like, all right, listen, there's a business that you be a part of. You can make some money. And tennis was on my head. Okay, so what you got? So I ended up joining a network marketing company. And joining this company, if you know about network marketing, or if you ever been a part of a network marketing company, then you know that it's important for you to personally develop yourself. So I'm like, okay, well, if this is what I got to do to make money, it is what it is. So they said, all right, listen, you want to make some money, this is what you got to do. You got to get on a phone call once a week where you have millionaires talking success in your ear. I need you to read a couple pages of this book every night. I need you to make sure that you listen to these audios, you watching these videos, you listen to these CDs, you making sure that you going to these seminars, you going to these workshops. And as I started doing these things, I started noticing me getting a little success, right? Getting some money, making hundreds of dollars a week on campus as a student. And I'm like, wow. So you mean to tell me if I just start learning more about myself, if I start, personally developing myself, learning about success and actually implement the things that I'm learning, you mean to tell me that I can have anything that I want? I'm like, oh, that's crazy. So then I started applying that to school. And then I noticed my grades started to get better. Graduated with my bachelor's degree, getting hired by a $21 billion Fortune 500 company as soon as I graduated, which was more money than my mother's and father's income combined coming out of school. Then they sent me back to school to get my master's degree in, and I've been blessed to just stay in the cybersecurity field, to which I am today, part of what I do, and, and be one of the, get one of the highest certifications in the field and be one of the top level professionals. But as I was going throughout that journey of cybersecurity, I've noticed that my passion for personal development and for learning and for success and for productivity, it never left. It sort of stayed in my heart, because even after I left that network marketing company, I was still reading every day. I was still watching videos. I was still, doing the success activities, and I noticed how things started panning out in my life. And I had an opportunity of not only helping myself, be more productive and get things done, but also help other students get done. I was blessed to be part of an organization on campus that gave me an ability to help others. So I was helping other students be successful and get through school and help them go through their issues as well. When I've been doing that for years, to where now I've been blessed to be an author of multiple books and be able to go out and do speeches and do seminars. You may have seen some of my stuff online, or be able to meet celebrities and be able to do online trainings, or do social media, and be able to collaborate with a lot of people that's the movers and shakers in the personal development industry, and and just in general. And I say all that to say, I didn't know where my life was going to lead me, and eventually I am going to go into, I may still do something as far as, cybersecurity, and do things, on the side, because if I'm blessed to do both, why not? But I know that this is but personal development, helping people be more productive and get more done in life and get success. That's my passion. But I didn't really know it until I sort of became more aware of it, and I noticed the results that I started getting in my life. So why do I say all of that? Well, I say it because it's a part of this high level conversation. If you're in a place right now where you're trying to figure out what your passion is, what you want to do with your life, and the whole high level conversation when trying to figure that out is one word. Now, one word is self-awareness. If you're really trying to figure out what's important to you, really trying to figure out what your passion is, what you should do, trying to discover it, you should really start being more self-aware. Look at who you're following on Instagram and on social media. Look at some of who you're following, or the things that you're doing on Facebook. Look at, maybe if you read, what's some of the books that you're reading. Look at some of the magazines that you're reading. Look at some of the shows that you're watching. Think about and focus on, okay, what are some of the conversations that I'm having with people, on your own time, not because you're being forced to talk about it at your job or whatever the case. I'm talking about when you're on your own time, maybe Friday night, Saturday, whenever, after work. These are conversations that you have, that you're talking to people about, and nobody's forcing you to do it. That's how you can start discovering, okay, maybe this is my passion. Maybe this is something I want to do. What can you do that you just lose time doing? That you can, like, hours could go by. You don't even mind it because you're doing that, right? So it's that sort of thing that all right, maybe this really is my passion. This is something that I want to do. Not something where somebody got to force you to go in and go do it every day. Something that you genuinely want to do. So if you start being more self-aware in those areas, you're going to start to discover what your true passion is. All right, so hopefully today helped you. If it did, definitely subscribe to this channel. Also, I have a assessment that'll be able to help you predict your success, predict your level of productivity. So if you really want to know, are you making real progress towards your goals? Or are you doing the things on a daily basis and on a weekly basis to help move you towards your goals? Or are you just spinning your wheels towards trying to accomplish the things you want to accomplish? Well, how you evaluate that? Well, that is what this assessment is going to do for you. So make sure that you download and get access to that. The link is below. All right, and if you know what your passion is, like right now you're doing it and you know what your passion is, put your passion in the comments below. Right now, creating a community of all of us, of people who's really just trying to get their goals and be the go-getters, right, and just do what they want to do, and holds no balls against it. Just go full-fledged and grind it out. All right, so make sure you put that in the comments below as well. All right, so until I see you on another episode of Mentor Me TV, you continue to grind and stay focused.